All right, everyone, welcome. We are live to Sensei Chat Alpha Chat. I'm so happy you're with us. I have Chris from Storage Chain here. I'm really excited to have the CEO of Storage Chain back. I actually have Lady Trader joining us as well, a surprise guest. What we're going to do today is first, we're going to start off and we're going to talk about Storage Chain and all this action and things that have been going on behind the scenes to correct the issue that what was going on. And next, I have a ton of crypto news that you'll want to hear, current, up to date alpha, actionable alpha that you're going to love. So let's deal with what we're dealing with first. We got Chris here. We got the great Lady Trader here. If you don't know who either of these people are, maybe Chris, quick introduction, maybe who you are, and then I'll give Lady Trader the same, and then we'll get into it.
Sure. I'm Chris Dominguez. I'm the CEO of Storage Chain. We're a decentralized data storage and file sharing project. And obviously, we've done a lot of work with Cryptonaires. And today, we're going to be going over. We had our WStore ERC20 contract was compromised, and we had to redeploy, which was a real pain to do. But there's some bunch of silver linings in there because we got rid of a bunch of things that were wrong with the contract to begin with. But we're just about to relaunch it, and I will give everybody the update in a minute.
Yeah, and we'll definitely jump into that. Really excited to hear those updates. Lady Trader, did you want to get maybe a two cents about who you are and you? I mean, you're a legend in crypto, but maybe some people in the audience might not know who you are. So, who do you want to maybe just tell us a little bit about yourself?
Yes, absolutely. Thank you so much for having me up here today, Sensei. And then, Chris, you're here as well today. Very excited. I am a key opinion leader, and I also manage a community. You can actually find me on Twitter. It's the same username, Lady Trader Ra. And then you can also find me on Telegram, with basically there is a community that I own. It's Alpha Seedlings. It's a Veiled community with a bunch of investors. So you're welcome to join. And I'm a key opinion leader. I also manage marketing campaigns for projects. I work with a lot of founders and help them with incubation, fundraising, KOL activations, and things like that. Really excited to be here today, and we'll have a ton of alpha, it seems, today that we will be discussing.
All right, I love it. Thank you so much, and it's good to see everyone. I just want to say hi. We got Brian MMT is in the house. We got John Mulsaber here. Zelfer Nine, Bullish Shark. Good to see you, brother. Kevin Hawthorne is here. Great to see you, Kevin. All right, guys. Well, let's just start with with what we're really here to discuss is. So, Chris, maybe you want to walk us through kind of what happened last week, and how have we fixed it?
Right. So about 10 days ago, a couple of weeks, actually, it was 2 weeks ago now, we were our ERC20 or WStore contract, which was trading on Ethereum, was compromised, and was compromised by a hack of the wallet that ran the contract. The hacker basically got the private key and was able to was able to transfer the contract ownership to themselves. And because the contract was mintable, the original reason why our contract was mintable, because we were basically, when you wrapped store to WStore, we were burning the store and then minting the WStore. So we kept the circulating supply the same.
Yeah.
But basically what happened was after the hack had happened, after the compromise had happened, the hacker just started minting WStore coins.
Yeah.
So nothing happened to the store coins, nothing happened to the data on the storage chain network. It was just a hack which really affected A, the price of WStore, and B, the liquidity pool of the ETH pairing of WStore.
Yeah.
So right on Uniswap. So basically, right when we found out there was a hack, we had Mexi shut down the trading, right? Because Mexi is a centralized exchange, so there's no liquidity pool behind there. It's matching buy orders and sell orders. Yep. So we shut that down immediately. And the hacker had minted, I believe it was like 40 million WStore coins.
Wow.
And had sold about 20 million of them, which basically tanked out the price and drained our liquidity pool. So, the people that got hit the worst is Storage Chain, the company, because we run the liquidity pool. I mean, obviously it hurt the price, which hurts everybody. But it was basically like a $30,000 hit that we took, maybe $35,000 hit that we took on that out of the liquidity pool, which was obviously
could have been a lot worse.
Well, first of all, it could have been a lot worse.
Yeah.
And it was very, it was obviously very bad, but it happened when the price was pretty depressed to begin with, which means that, if this was happening when the price was really high, we could have lost millions of dollars. So those are the things that we're thankful for. The things, obviously, we were not thankful that we got hacked, but what it did do was give us, Rob and I and Lady Trader, we had all been talking about, seeing if we could redeploy our contract, because a lot of investors were getting heartburn over the fact that the contract was pausable and the fact that the contract was mintable. But we were sort of punting that because it wasn't, I mean, it's it's a ton of work to do it, basically.
Yeah.
So, we basically had our hand forced to do this because of the hack. So here's where we are with it. We have redeployed a new contract, and I have put up on our Discord, and I will put it on our Twitter X feed. But we have relaunched. Actually, the announcement is actually up on the Twitter X feed. We relaunched the contract. So it's up and running on ETH right now. We didn't start the ETH liquidity pool until Mexi. Basically, Mexi had to approve the contract, and Mexi has approved our contract, and we have done the announcement. And now, it turns night in Hong Kong, and they all disappear. So I believe by this evening, they should come back online. Mexi should come back online, and we should be able to redeploy. We have one step left with Mexi, which is to get the WStore V2, the new contract tokens, into everybody's Mexi wallet. And then the plan is to start the liquidity pool at the same time as Mexi resumes trading. So like one side doesn't have any kind of operational advantage over the other, because half of our WStore is basically sitting in Mexi. The other half is sitting on the Ethereum pair. Now, we decided to discontinue Polygon and ARB for now, because if you had Polygon, we never actually lost control of the ARB contract. So the ARB contract was never compromised. So we sort of put that aside for a minute. The Polygon was compromised in the same way that the ETH was. So when we shored everybody up, and I know a lot of cryptonaires have WStore. So if you go to, let me just share my screen for a quick sec, if I'm able to do that.
Yeah, and a lot of us still have nodes up too, right? Like I have.
Yeah, and the nodes really were not affected at all by this, right? So
let me add that to the stage, Chris. There you go.
Yeah, so a couple things about the nodes. Everybody nodes are fine. They're earning the rewards as usual. There was no compromise to store or to the storage chain storage nodes or any of that stuff. So all of the nodes and all the store and all of that piece is 100% intact.
Love it.
But what people need to do, and I just put this up on the host and earn. This is the instructions page. So it's on the host and earn page on Storage Chain. And if you scroll down to step number 3, we've published the new contract address. I published the token contract security audit that we had done. And we've basically removed the Polygon and ARB stuff here. So, and I'll change this image out so it doesn't have a Polygon logo.
There wasn't a lot of trading happening on those pairs anyway. So, at this point, we did have a question, Chris, real quickly. How was it compromised? Do we know? Was it there's only so many people with the private keys, and I think that's a
Correct.
question that people have been wanting to understand and know. So,
Correct.
do you know? Can you share that with us?
So, we don't know exactly, but the best that we can surmise at this point is that it was probably one of our developers' Apple computer. There's some security hack in Apple where on Slack you can, get to information that you can't get to on PC. And
Mm,
the private key that one of the developers was using to connect the contract with the wallet was lost there.
got it.
So that's how it happened. We're 99% sure.
Okay.
The security measures that we have taken to address that. Let me just stop sharing. Well, actually, I'll just keep sharing.
Yeah,
The
you keep
security
sharing.
measures that we've taken to alleviate that problem is that we're using the key management system and Amazon Web Services,
I'll put
where
it back
there's
in.
a secret key that you can
Mhm.
put in Amazon Web Services that interacts with the contract, so that that key can never be visible to anybody at any time. And we have
Okay.
also pre-minted the full amount of WStore, and we have those locked up in a contract inside of a Ledger wallet, which has a multi-sig function, so
Good.
that it takes at least 2 of 3 of the multi-sig. So
Okay.
between the key management system and pre-minting of the coins and the multi-sig wallets, we have locked down, we believe, any security concern with the contract to the best of ability that there is out there.
Got
So,
it. Okay.
just to go back to what I was
Oh,
talking about before, which is in order to enable the new WStore token, if you just go open up your MetaMask wallet and you're going to need to add a new custom token that'll say WStore. You don't have to delete the old WStore, but it's actually probably good to keep it there for a minute, because then when you add the new WStore contract address, you can make sure that the two amounts match. If you had Polygon WStore, it's going to show up in your ETH, so it may not match for that reason. So you may have more. But that's how you add the new WStore token. And then when we start trading it, it's going to be, available to trade on, Uniswap with the new contract address.
okay.
So that's kind of what's happening
Okay.
on that front. What was I going to say? Oh, the other thing that I think is important is for the meantime, there were 20 million store coins or WStore coins that were minted that are no longer WStore. So, we're assuming that whoever the hacker was converted them back to store before the hack was over, before we had everything shut down.
Yeah.
So we think there are 18 million rogue store coins out there. So the way that we're going to address that is we're going to move for temporarily. It's not going to be forever, but we're moving our wrap bridge to a one-way wrap bridge, so that
Smart.
so you can convert your WStore to store if you want to set up a node, but we're not letting anybody convert
Yep.
store to WStore without sending us. We're just going to do a KYC on it, and basically we'll get you your WStore right away. But if you send me an email to info@storagechain.io email address, then what I'll do is in the request, I'll match the email that you're sending it to me with the wallet address that we have in our database, and then we'll release the WStore to you immediately. So it's not about, trying to check up on people or not
Yeah.
making
Safety first.
it's
Safe.
it's safety, right? Because if we have an open wrap bridge and because these hackers take the coins and they put them into blenders, and then they put them into a zillion different wallet addresses, and then they do small transactions, and it basically kills everybody. So we decided that until we can find and burn the coins, or we wouldn't really even burn the coins. The coins came out of the WStore liquidity pool. So we would probably reuse those coins into the liquidity pool again, to potentially get the price going in the right direction. So anyway, we don't know where the coins are yet. We're still looking into it. We need to, we may actually hire a cyber or a crypto security expert to help us track those down. So that's up and coming. But I'm very confident in terms of getting this thing redeployed. The great news about this is we're going to be paying the rewards in W Store, first of all. So nobody has to mess around with trying to wrap those at the end of the month. We already paid our first month's rewards. It was Sunday night. I believe we paid them in W Store. So if you look at if you add the new token, custom token into MetaMask, you'll see your rewards in there. So that all is working. And then we're gonna have the ETH pair trading on Mexi and on Uniswap Ethereum. So everything is almost back in order and ready to go. There's one more issue I wanted to talk to people about, which was when we got hacked, we had to disconnect the collateral wallet. The way the collateral wallet works is it's a wallet which has a private key which is connected to our treasury. So when you delete a node, the treasury returns the collateral through the private wallet to whatever wallet the user has. We had to disconnect that because it was connected to the compromised wallet. So we had to reconnect it to a new wallet and we had to sync it up with the new contracts, and we had to make sure that was connected to the key management system. So I thought it was supposed to be launched today, but it might be happening in the morning, where the delete function where you get your collateral returned is going to be functional again, and the one-way wrap bridge will be functional again, and W Store will be trading again, and then we can get back to what we were working so hard on doing, which was onboarding customers and doing that whole thing. So
and here's the question, right? Has this affected customers? Has this affected anyone wanting to do business with you at all? What is that? Is there any fallout there?
No, I mean, there really hasn't been, because the customers they're not connected to trading W Store in any way. So customers didn't even really know about it, to be honest with you. So the only thing I was worried about a little bit was that the fact that our W Store contract got hacked might tarnish the fact that we're such a secure data storage. But again, those two things are absolutely not related to each other. Nobody has questioned that. None of our customers are going sideways or anything like that. So we talked about all the bad of what happens here with the hack. The good is we get rid of those warnings that pop up on like CMC. Oh yeah, the other thing about CMC and CoinGecko is I'm going to be submitting our new contract. I can't submit the new contract until Mexi puts us back live, because we need the accurate circulating supply of W Store. But the cool thing about it is W Store is now going to have the circulating supply of, I think it's like 63 million right now is going to be the circulating supply. Okay. And the total supply is going to be the total supply of store, because those two numbers have to match, which is 2.015 billion. Now, we had this issue with max supply that we kept talking about. That we just made ourselves a big max supply in case we had some out years where we were going to be creating more store to pay rewards. But we found out that people hate that, and it's really not that great a thing to have. So Tim and I are talking about we have to mint the max supply to be able to kill it. So we were going to talk about reducing that max supply from 6.5 billion down to 3.5 billion or something. Give ourselves a little wiggle room to create new store coins for the out years, but get rid of the bulk of that max supply number. So that we didn't want to do at the same time as the as the W store thing because it was going to take a little bit longer and we didn't want to make anybody wait. So that'll be the sort of the second phase of cinching in the tokenomics. But on CoinMarketCap, we should be able to show the circulating supply, and we should be able to show it in real time, because in the past the circulating supply was just this self-reported number that we gave them and it was never updated. But the way CoinMarketCap asks for circulating supply now is an API endpoint, which will show the total W store in circulation. So when our contract changes store to W store, the W store number will go up on the
accurate
API endpoint. So anyway, all those issues that we had before, because we always had an incorrect market cap showing on CoinMarketCap.
Yeah.
So right. So those are the positive silver linings. Are we're going to get rid of those warnings about having a mintable contract. But we'll be happy with that. Get rid of the warnings about the pausable contract. We're going to burn down the max supply so nobody gets heartburn about that. And then we're going to, really focus on the business side of what we're doing once we get the trading side all cinched up here. So I think I covered everything that's going to happen and that we're going to do. But I'm hopeful that we get it live tonight. But the way things go, it might not be till tomorrow. But it's imminent.
I wanted to bring in Lady Trader. Lady, did you have any questions or comments? Anything that you would like to say?
I just wanted to mention how quickly everybody was on, this issue, how quickly Chris and team were able to resolve it. And then also Sensei, like I know your community is pretty heavily involved with storage chain. My community has invested in it as well. So just, I think the kind of support that, you were able to provide was pretty awesome. And then in my opinion, I think it's always good to catch some of those vulnerabilities early on versus, us sitting at a multi-billion-dollar market cap and then having a hack that would be much, much worse and will be very difficult to recover from. So it's easier to handle those things right now. So I see it definitely as a, as a positive thing in a way, even though it was terrible. But again, I mean, we were doing the marketing, everything was looking great, chart was going up. But look at what happened, like right after that, right? We got this unfortunate situation. But the good thing is the contract is going to be a lot safer. There's not going to be any mintable functions. There is not going to be, pausing or anything like that. So from the security perspective, I think that's going to be great. I also introduced Chris to somebody who's pretty heavily involved in security when it comes to crypto contracts and everything else. So I think overall, the support that the team is receiving is awesome. I'm looking forward to seeing where it goes. And then, of course, the best thing is we will finally be able to see the correct market cap on all of the platforms, hopefully. So really excited about that. So, but all the best, Chris. We are definitely here to support you in any way we can, and looking forward to the relaunch.
Yeah, and on that note, I would like to thank Lady Trader, Ra, and Rob. I mean, you guys have been great helping us through this issue, and we were 100%.
We jumped into action. We jumped into action right away. You know,
we put our helmets on and we got in there, and really, you guys have been great in getting us through this, and we were transparent the whole way. We put everything.
You did a good job, man.
We put everything right up. We try to be as honest and transparent with everybody. I know and that our community has been amazing and supporting of us. And, I think we've built a good rapport with everybody in that regard. So anyway, I just want to thank everybody it's been a super stressful week, obviously.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I think we're going to come out of it, better. Like everyone keeps asking, where's the price going to be when we launch? Well, I'm not quite sure. It depends on the liquidity pool. And if everyone's nervous and dumps right away, I hope that doesn't happen. But if it does, it's a good opportunity to pick up some W store on the cheap. And we're going to be building it from here. And we've got a great, safe contract and a lot of good traction. So we're going to be cranking.
Honestly, I the weirdest things happen at the weirdest things. And yes, this was a bad situation, but the quickness in how Lady and myself and your team and we got other people involved just instantly, and we all came together to just fix the problem. it happened at literally the best time, right? Because we're right about to start onboarding customers. We're right about to start making huge announcements. We're right about to really start taking off here. And we were in a slow month anyways, right? Not a lot of stuff was happening. So now the contract is fixed, right? The issues are fixed. And I really do think, right, decentralized storage, when we checked the market cap back in March, it was like 14 billion, right? For decentralized storage projects. Now it's around 7 billion, right? I really believe truly in my heart that you guys have a good team, a good product. And, I think this could be a huge winner in this bull market. And I truly believe that through when I first met you in October, right? When I found you guys when you were at 109,000 market cap, and we had many conversations back then. And we actually we were having a conversation as this was going on, and we were talking about this, and we were like, hey man, like, this is looking unusual. And you're like, Rob, yeah, I gotta go. And you immediately jumped into action. And I just wanted to say, man, you did a great job. And I know how stressful and how things could be falling from the sky and this and that, but you guys handled it with professionalism. You were open and honest with what happened. And now we're here. Now we have a working contract. We fixed the tokenomics. We fixed the issues. And I think it's up from here. I'm really excited. I really am. The issues and everything that people were complaining about, now those things are gone, right? And I think there's just up from here. Is there anything before we end? And Chris, we really appreciate you coming on and going through this. And I know how difficult it can be to go through this. And I'm sure after you're going to need a stiff cerveza and maybe a few days off. But yeah, margaritas on me. Is there any maybe information or alpha or anything else that is coming up in the next few weeks that you can tell store holders? Because there are going to be people that are going to say, oh, there was a hack, and then they're just going to dump and move on to something else. But like this is the wrong time to be doing that, because there's so many exciting things going on that I know about. But is there something that you want to share? Anything that you can share that would make people want to just say, hey, you know what? We're going to stick through this with you guys, and we're going to get through this with you guys.
Yeah. I mean, we're just onboarding, the Ape Spaces guys, Brando. They have this like massive NFT library that they're bringing on as we speak. We've been working with Connor over there, their tech guy, to, and he loves it because he's going to save a ton of money from, what he was spending on Amazon Web Services to host all these image files. So we're going to do an announcement about that as soon as we clear this whole WStore contract issue. We're right back into like being able to make that announcement. We're going to be doing a deal with Twin Protocol on a trial basis with those guys. Wow. They don't want to start by putting all their data on us, like the primary data, because but we're going to do a trial. We've been working with them on with their tech guys. Sure. On the back end to get them tested out. So that is going to be coming up, and then our other customers are going to start putting data like on the network big time. The BitMobiles and the Honeycomb Qs and all these guys. So we're very we're just poised to be getting all this stuff going. Yeah. Sometimes when you do these kinds of companies, now we had a 10-day fire drill on or a 2-week fire drill on this thing, but again, I agree with the silver lining on this one. The contract is solid. We've addressed some security concerns, and we're also going to be doing a full top to bottom security audit as well, to make sure we didn't miss anything anywhere else at the same time. So we're going to be working on that at the same time, but we're excited, right? We're coming into the fall, we're coming into football season, we're coming into where people are going to start jamming on this stuff, and Labor Day's over. So, it's sort of I always feel like September is like the new year more than January. So we're going to be coming out all guns blazing. So again, thank you guys
course.
Rob and Ra, and thank all the community members for sticking by us. And right now, we really have nowhere to go but up, and we're going to hopefully be going up in a big hurry very quickly. So thank you.
I love that, man. And thank you so much for sharing that. Rob, any final words from you?
Oh, I think you guys are really headed in the right direction. I'm excited for this bull run, of course, whenever you find a small cap opportunity like that, right? Especially in the deep end and decentralized storage, there's definitely going to be a big demand for it. So I'm looking forward to, just seeing our success. And of course, we are here, Chris, myself, Crypto Sensei, we are both here to support you, of course, long term in any way we can. And really excited for the relaunch. All the best to you.
Awesome. Thank you guys so much.
All right. Well, thank you, Chris, the CEO of StorageChain. Guys, if you are interested, I'm telling you guys, these guys have something special. I'm a true believer. I've been a believer since I met Chris. Please go back, watch some AMAs, get yourself educated, go to their site. If you want some more information, I can have Malsaber send me over some links and I can post those for you. Without further ado, let's get into some crypto news. Thank you so much, Chris, and we'll see you around. And great job, man, on the fire drill. All right, and
okay,
get some rest, brother. Appreciate you.
I appreciate it. And I'll put up a big announcement when everything's trading very soon. So yeah, just check the Discord, the StorageChain Discord, Node Lords, and General Hub, and Twitter, and we'll let everybody know when we're back.
I appreciate that. All right.
Okay, guys. Thanks, guys. All right.
Thank you. And yesterday was Labor Day. My 10-year wedding anniversary was yesterday. So thank you very much to my wife for putting up with me for 10 years. Big shout out to her. I made a video yesterday and I put it out, and just wanted to just say that. All right. On to the news. Lady, are you sticking around with the news with me, or you were somewhere else to be?
No, I'm here. Absolutely. I know community had a few questions as well last time when I wasn't there, so we can address those as well later on. But yeah, I'm here.
Oh, I love that. Yeah, I think it was on Mochaverse too, so we can definitely talk about that. Let me go ahead and share my screen, my people, and we'll get this going here. We'll get this going. So there's a few things I want to talk about today. A lot of stuff going on in the crypto space. And let's just jump into it here. So FTX is set to return $16 billion to creditors in Q4 2024. These funds mainly are belonging to degens, and it could spark a market friendly and as they're released in stable coins, unlike the bearish Mt. Gox distinguished with kind of payouts, FTX USD repayment might be ignite in a bullish surge. So this is really incredible, right? This is $16 billion that could be coming or will be coming, hopefully back into the market. I'm sure there's going to be some people that are going to, be a little bit worried and scared, and maybe they learned a lesson not to keep crypto on exchanges. I know some of us do because we do some trading there. But this could really, really help us because liquidity has been a problem in the crypto space recently. And I really do look forward to that. And so look, Lark Davis put this really well. A perfect storm is brewing in the crypto market right now. Here's why. We're just 16 days away from potential rate cuts. I think this September 18th, I believe, is the day that we will start probably lowering rates here in the U.S. The U.S. elections are 65 days away. FTX is about, of course, to redistribute $16 billion. Gold price is at an all-time high. M2 money supply is rising, which is a great thing here. The total market cap of stablecoins is at an all-time high. Fresh liquidity is entering in the crypto market. After months of waiting, we're finally close to a massive rally. And fuck me, we deserve it. I think that was well said. All right. Let me see here. I did want to talk about this. September, towards the end of September is really when things start to pick up. There's a lot of events coming up here. As you can see, we have Korea Blockchain Week, which is happening. I think Korea Blockchain Week is happening between the 2nd and 8th here. Then we have Token 49 between the 16th and the 19th. And then we have Breakout, Breakpoint, which is Solana's event, the 20th to the 21st. Personally, guys, let me just show you this really quickly. if you're looking for a token that is probably going to do some pretty big numbers, I would be looking. If I could spell right now, I would. It would be. It would be really. I can't spell. I can't spell. All right, so I would be looking at Solana, right? Usually, a lot of announcements start to happen before breakpoint, and at $130 right now, I think Solana is a really good choice, a really good pick. Lady, I know you have a lot of tokens, projects in your mind. With the current market structure and kind of where we are right now, what would you be buying?
So right now, of course, top 200 altcoins, right? So right now, what you're looking at CMC, you're basically just starting from one, and then you go all the way down, and it's going to continue, right? So top 200 are always like the safer bets, right? That's my opinion, of course, not financial advice, but and some of them could do 10x, some of them could do more than 10x, some of them might do only 5x, but there is a lot of potential, especially if you are well diversified, because it does cover a lot of different categories, right? One category in this top 200 gaming is like right now really awesome pick, right? We have, of course, meme coins, we have AI, but actually, if you go right there, if you see gaming on the front page, yeah, right there. Now, when you look at it, yeah, this is like all of the picks basically, and I have pretty much most of them in my portfolio, of course. I don't have not coin, but I have all the others here. XC Infinity, I mean, looking at that, it's really awesome. Gala, anything under 2 cents is a steal. And then you have Illuvium would be a lower down a little bit. It's one of my favorite picks because if you open Illuvium, that's 232 right there.
The number 232.
Yeah, it's a little bit up. So 232.
There we go.
Yep. It kind of comes in between, like it stays within
insane.
It is $36 right now, but look at where it was, all-time highs. Obviously you have to take into consideration the market cap as well, because all-time high market cap is also something to look at. But this is a very awesome pick right now, only at 305 mil market cap. It is listed on all of the major exchanges, including Binance, and it is one of the major gaming coin. There is a lot of so yeah, you could see actually it's also on Coinbase, and a lot of gaming influencers are pushing this one right now. Also from the user adoption perspective, it is a very good pick. You guys already know how bullish I am on one of the upcoming coins called Liz Lab or Liz Coin, which is part of Lizard Labs, and Lizard Labs is actually partnered with Illuvium. And Liz Coin right now also, they have their NFT collection. Their Launchpad NFT is super cheap right now, and I can't. Every time the price crashes under 0.01 ETH, I just go and buy more. It's one of those things that I'm like, okay, this is a very good pick because it's easy, 10 to 100x in my opinion. It's right now at 0.013 ETH. And sometimes the price does come down. So whenever it does come down, I buy it. Super cheap right now. If you look at just their dollar price, it's only $33. And so and that's actually an NFT. But look at some of the, even if you go to like with gaming picks, you want to kind of extend it out to top 600 really within this. And so when you look at it like Star Atlas, both Star Atlas, which is Atlas, and this one, which is their governance coin, are great picks at these prices. So Victoria VR, this is by DAO Maker, pretty nice pick as well. And then Star Atlas, just the regular Atlas coin, is great. GameFi is a pretty good one. It's a launchpad, and launchpads do tend to do really, really good during the bull market. Of course, you have to start seeing some of the returns. Veracity VRA is great. Citus is another one. They have a launchpad. So some pretty solid picks there. Even you have to kind of like in the gaming category, you have to start looking at, pretty much like the top 600, top 700. But the good thing is it's all going to be on the front page because you're just looking at the gaming category. It's easy to kind of look at, seeing where you are. And then one thing that you should also be focusing on is what exchanges are these coins listed on, right? Is it on KuCoin? Is it on Binance? Is it on Coinbase? Because then that makes it easily available and accessible to people. So the upside potential is there, and it's a safer bet. So yeah, that's really my take on gaming.
I think people, as people that are in crypto daily, I think we all understand how to use a MetaMask, how to use decentralized wallets, how to send money to and from. But there's a lot of people that don't, right? And they rely
Exactly.
on exchanges to buy and to hold their crypto. Obviously some of these people are very new to crypto. Some of these people may have been scammed, and they're afraid to use a MetaMask or another different, Phantom wallet or whatever it is. And I do think, if you do see something that's listed on Binance and Coinbase, or it's just going about to be listed on Binance and Coinbase, that's an easy, 30-40% jump usually that token takes, or even higher. So just a lot of things going on with that. So let's continue down here. Thank you so much for that. I mean, having you here is just always a dream. So thank you so much, Lady Trader. So even Solana is now in the red for sentiment. Things in crypto change really fast, and I think really this is due to Pump Fund. I think they Pump Fund made $100 million. Now you have basically the Pump Fund version on on Tron. And then you also have one on Ethereum now too, that I'm going to talk to you about here in just a second, which is called Ether Vista, right? Which is now sitting right here at about a $16 million market cap. And actually, this might be something to look at here, and I'll give you some more information on it. Let me just show you this one here really quickly. Eartha Vista. We're going to talk about this and what this is here just in a little bit here as I go through this information. But there's just, I think people are done, right? With Pump Fund. So the next Pump Fund, but on ETH, with tons of new features, huge backers. And I think the one on Ethereum now is going to have a DEX into it as well too. So I think there's I think the magic or whatever that there was with Pump Fund, I think a lot of people are just done with Solana and Pump Fund. Popcat, while rotating to Ginnin for and still fading. So I think a lot of people, we called this in Cryptonaires at a $9 million market cap, and this thing I believe went up to almost 100. I don't know where it quite is. That right now I can take a look here for you, but there's a lot of really amazing information floating around my community. I'm not going to pull up it. It's fine. Let me just keep it going here. So introducing our version of Camino Lend 2, a new secure financial layer that reshapes the lending landscape on Solana, right? So like I said, there's going to be a lot of different things coming out on new announcements that are going to be coming out about Solana that I think this is really going to start pumping here over the next few days here. So just be really paying attention. I'm not going to go through this. This is a huge thread. What I'll do is I'm going to post this thread in the chat. If somebody's really interested in going through all of this information, please do. I think it's definitely well worth a good read here. I did want to move on to this next part here. So this is watch this. Watch what India is doing with Solana already. Imagine what's next globally. Check this out.
The Finternet is a new approach to global finance, which is defined with 3 U's. It is user-centric. It puts the user at the heart of what we want to solve, because users want more control over their lives, over their assets, over their destiny. It has to be unified, which means that it should cut across all asset classes. It could be shares, it could be bonds, it could be deposits, it could be paintings, it could be horses, doesn't matter. All kinds of asset classes should all come together. And you need an universal infrastructure on which all of this works.
And so in this case, I'm transferring 2,000 rupees. I authenticate in real time, 2,000 rupees has been transferred. And this playground is completely open sourced. You can see in this case, we integrated with one ledger, which was Solana. And the transaction shows up that you can actually take a look at.
Guys, I'm telling you, Solana, we were talking about Solana inside of Cryptonaires at like $17. Maybe this was back in October. there's so many opportunities. I know. See, the hard part is we go over information so early. Some people don't like to wait, and it's really difficult, right? But being early is extremely important in crypto. It is the most important thing in crypto. Having access to early opportunities is very important in crypto. And just like in Lady Traders Alpha community, in my community, you can get access to, VC style, early opportunities. And one of those early opportunities that I'm thankful for is Twin Protocol. Lady Trader was the one who got me in the front door of that. And I will be forever grateful to her for that, because I think that could make me seven figures if that really does pop off here once that launches. I think it has an incredible CEO, an incredible team. Now you have ASI. I just think that is going to just be insane. I just wanted to show you here the top Solana memes here. Giga here is actually here, the diamond hands with 30 days, Giga, Popcat, Whiff. Some of these other ones, Selfie, another token that we talked about inside of Cryptonaires early. Billy, another token that was talked about inside of Cryptonaires very early. And I know some of you guys in the community actually own a few of these tokens as well. And here you go. So here it is. So you have ETH. So you have Ether Vista is being described as a pump fund on ETH. ETH DeFi users are frustrated about the lack of innovation on mainnet. ETH Visa novel LP fee mechanism aims to address this by exploiting an opportunistic gap in the market. Excuse me. Visa. Excuse me. Let me just kind of scroll in here. It's a little. Maybe I need to get my eyes checked here. But here, Visa Etherverse released a white paper 2 days ago. It promotes a fair launch with liquidity lock for 5 days following the analysis. That most rugs take place between 2 and 4 days. It has since pumped beyond $15 million market cap. But here are the key points, guys. Like I really think this is something that could go into the hundreds of millions. This is why I'm bringing it to your attention right now. I think this is a really good opportunity. Fair launch. 100% of the supply was distributed to the LP and locked for 5 days. Each swap takes a fee in ETH, which is distributed to the liquidity providers. 25K was made within the first 5 hours, comparatively to Pumpcoin, 400K in fees per day. Let me go ahead and just show a little bit more here. And then here is the image. Let me go back here and hold on. Twitter is not always my friend here. So economic model Vista is deflationary with a cap supply of only 1 million tokens. It is designated to reduce token supply over time through burns of 200K burn per day. Revenue in ETH prevents a death spiral in token value. The largest holder currently holds 5.7% of the supply. This person is probably going to be a billionaire. Honestly, I really think, I wish I would have understood this like maybe 3 or 4 days ago and got this a little bit under, but I still think at 15, 16 million, there's an opportunity here. But feature rollout, future inclusion of ETH, Bitcoin, USDC pools, lending features, feeless flash loans. The user's interface is nostalgic and graphic, hints at futures and lending and flash loans. No guarantees, but possibility as well. I like it has the Windows like 95 vibes here. Market penetration, it targets a market gap in Ethereum's current DeFi landscape, especially with the lack of exciting new retail-based projects. This could expand in lending flash loans, as well as more sophisticated retail trader. Ethereum has a decent developer user base. To participate, you may need to buy tokens from the DEX on their site, connect to an Ethereum wallet, swap ETH for Vista. LP currently is split. Late Trader, do you know about this? Have you been talking about this with your community?
I have not sent it to my community yet. There's something that's interesting about this, especially that they are putting 100% of the funds into the liquidity and then locking it as well for so long. I think that's actually neat that they're trying to, make it a better version of pump.fun actually. But again, I think for a lot of people, I have only used pump fun like very rarely, maybe a couple of times. That's it, right? I don't really go to pump.fun. And I
Yeah.
think a lot of people in my community, they look for those projects that actually have value, because if you're just using
I hear
pump.fun,
that.
or you're just using, one of these platforms, are you even a developer? Like anyone
Yeah.
can create a token. My daughter can go ahead and create a token if she wanted to, right? And so I think the first thing is you want to at least have a developer who's deploying a contract and creating something for you to look at. But I think this could definitely have a value. I'm just going to have to do some more research on it,
Sure.
and see how their back end is and everything. And then, potentially could be a good one on, to diversify into and look at to see for a potential, good ROI, especially right now. I think it's around 11 mil market cap already. So
Yeah, I
not
think
too bad,
16.
especially if the
Yeah,
market comes. Oh, is
16
it
now.
16?
Yeah, it's let me just refresh this real quick here. I think it's still
Okay.
13. You're right. It's down 33%. I mean,
Yeah,
man, this person turned $5,000 into $670,000 when it launched. Incredible.
that is really awesome.
Finding the right opportunity early enough, can change everything. So I'll have a lot of this information that I'm going to post in Cryptoneers. So if you want to learn a little bit more about this, guys, I will have all this information in the community for you. But this where new innovation happens, there will be some of these tokens that are going to go to Valhalla, and usually it's kind of the first take of something. But these are very, very risky. 99% of these go to zero. So please be careful. A few more things here I want to talk about. The demise of the EVM is not only exaggerated, but also completely false. Luckily for us, we have an entire developer report here from Electric Capital. This shows us the strength of Ethereum and the EVM, and here are some highlights from last year. Most of the devs are coming into Ethereum ecosystem, including its L2s. This doesn't include new devs coming into other EVM-based ecosystems like Polygon, BNB, or Avalanche. 87% of devs that work on multiple chains work on at least one EVM-based chain, which is really great, 80%. And then you have even amongst all EVM chains, 71% of the code still originates on Ethereum itself, which is really great. And then now I know this data from last year, meaning some things may be different in 2024. I expect some other VM ecosystems to show more growth this year. My point is that Ethereum and EVM still account for a huge percentage of existing and incoming developers in addition. And you know what? I just saw something today about smart contracts coming to XRP, and I think that's really what's really needed. Also, so just so you guys know, there is a new pump fund. I know there's a lot about meme coins, but this is kind of like what's happening currently in crypto. We did talk a lot about utility coins at the start of this. And we've talked, and I've really told you that the top, what my top picks are inside of Cryptoneers a bunch of different times. But Justin Sun, the founder of Tron, launched this Sun Pump meme. This is actually the same thing now. So you have the Solana's version, you have Tron's version, Ethereum's version. And so some of these tokens, some people have already made millions of dollars on some of these tokens already. I've bought in two, and yet I am not a millionaire, but I have this is my first time actually using the Tron ecosystem. And I just wanted to show you here this is the Sun Pump site. And so looks a lot like it looks a lot like Pump Fun, but this is what's happening right now on Tron, and a lot of people are talking about it. So here you go: Tron, Sun, and then Pump, and then Ethereum. So basically, flipping has finally arrived. A lot of money is moving from Solana over to Tron. Tron actually has billions of dollars in stable coins on it. And this is why I'm trying to tell you, I know there's a lot of people in my community that trade meme tokens. If you're not looking at Tron meme tokens right now, I hope you're watching this chat. I really do. I really do. And I'll post all this stuff in the community itself. But here you go. Let me just share this. Sun Pump knocks over Pump Fun in 24-hour revenue. Basically, Sun Pump revenue oh shoot, if I could get this here, liquidity is transitioning from X-Chain to Tron. Since memes is going to drive the volume in this bull run, Tron ecosystem is in for a good run. A lot of stuff happening on the Tron ecosystem, guys. A lot of stuff. And then I was going to talk a little bit more about Vista, but I think we covered Vista pretty well. Let me see. I had a few other tweets here I wanted to talk about. Here you go. You have Quick Swap Dex is coming to Tron as well too, which could be a really good thing for liquidity and getting stuff. But I don't know. Later, what do you think Elon Musk is going to use for crypto for payments? He's not going to use Dogecoin, obviously. Do you think he'll use something like XRP or like Stellar Lumens or like HBAR? What crypto do you think he'll integrate into X? Do you know?
That's a very good question. I mean, Elon being Elon, he could come up with like a stable coin of its own, like PayPal has a stable coin, right? And so it would make sense to have some sort of a stable coin that's tied to X, which would make a lot more sense. But I mean, he's the one who really surprises us sometimes, right? So we will just have to watch and see where it goes. But I think XRP would be a good one, of course. Any of the stable coins could be pretty decent. He might integrate Dogecoin, who knows? But we'll just have to wait and watch. But XRP is definitely a good pick for that. Yeah, we'll see.
All right. I love it. And so Qatar brings in crypto rules framework in a sign of Web3 development in the Middle East. Qatar has gone from banning crypto in 2018 to introducing a crypto regulations framework this month. This framework includes recognition of smart contracts, licensing for crypto companies, property rights and tokens, custody arrangements, among other issues. So, the highlight here, guys, is the world is moving towards crypto adoption. Even countries that banned crypto 5 years ago, whatever it is, are understanding that crypto is the future. And, we are still early. We are still in a really big speculation market. But one day, we're going to wake up and there's going to be $100 trillion in value in the crypto market. And on that day, Lady Trader would probably be a multi-10 billionaire. But, regular people, there's opportunity right now for you, for me, for anybody listening here to do some due diligence and understand what technologies that these institutions and these companies and these central banks are going to use to move value, to transact value. And if you're able to own something that central banks themselves are going to use to move value, I think that could truly be a game changer. All right, Lady Trader. That's it for the news. I didn't have too much other stuff. Anything you wanted to go over? I know we did have some people asking about the Mochaverse. Did you want to talk about that real quickly?
Absolutely. Yes. Mochaverse, I definitely wanted to talk about. So a couple of things actually that I wanted to talk about. One is Mochaverse. So Mochaverse is Animoca brand's flagship token. And the good thing about Mochaverse is that I have it, I stake it. I also have a Mochaverse NFT. And what happens is that you continue to get airdrops. And then if you have time, you can actually go in and do certain tasks on the website to
Was that me or was that you?
Yeah. It was me. I'm so sorry. I'm having some issues today with my internet, but I'm back. So I wanted to definitely talk about Mochaverse. What I started to say was that I have Mochaverse coins and I also have a Mochaverse NFT that you can actually stake. You can also get multiple NFTs if you want, but you can actually go in, connect your wallet, and once you stake it, you are able to do a lot of tasks to earn airdrops. Even if I don't really get to do all of the tasks and I still get airdrop tokens of any partner project project that has a very strong collaboration with Mochaverse. So that's really a good plus point.
Yeah.
And then Mochaverse itself, the coin itself right now is only at 10 cents. And it is one of the major coins. It's kind of like a unicorn because it's not categorized as a gaming coin. It's kind of categorized as a metaverse and then collectibles and NFTs categories on CoinMarketCap, but it does have, like, most of the projects that are partnered with Mochaverse are gaming projects. And so there is that. And then again, because of the association with Animoca brands, that's when you know that this coin has a potentially great ROI. So anything like between 10 and 12 cents is a great buy, in my opinion. Again, not financial advice. That's what I'm DCAing. And if it crashes even more, I'll just buy more, because I do believe in this project for sure. And I believe in what Animoca Brands is building. They are a great VC. They have a great portfolio. And I think they're going to continue to do well. And a lot of projects that they partner with are also going to be launching on CoinList, which is really the number one launchpad, in my opinion, besides all of the centralized exchanges launch pools. CoinList has launched quite a few really awesome altcoins as well during the last bull market. And so they have a very strong partnership with CoinList, and then Mochaverse is going to come out with something called a Mocha List, which is also going to be a tier 1 launchpad. So really solid play for this bull run. It's really one. So that was one thing I wanted to talk about was Mochaverse. And then second, and of course, if anyone has any questions about Mochaverse, please go ahead and type it, and then I'll get to that. And then the second thing I wanted to talk about were really some of the meme coins. I know there's a lot of volume in meme coins right now. You just have to be cautious, because there are a lot of those cabal type launches that we talked about, Sensei, during your alpha chat as well last week. You just have to be cautious about all of these meme coins that are being shilled your way. You don't want to buy something at 70 million or something that did a bundled launch at $80 million market cap. You want to look for small cap coins. Like, for example, we find Kendu at 500K market cap. The alpha was sent at 700K. And look at where it is today. It's sitting at, I think, around 55 mil, went all the way up to 300 mil market cap. So those are the kind of opportunities you want to look at. Mello the same way, right? We found it super early, around 2.6 mil market cap, and they have a partnership with Dex Tools. It is also one of my top favorite meme coin picks for this bull run. They are doing a fantastic job building operations. And so just be cautious. Don't put your money into the coins that are being shilled at 80 million, $100 million market cap, because the upside potential is really low. And a lot of times, because certain people are holding such a high supply, they will sell those tokens. So you don't want to be part of those. Like, find something that is like 1 mil or 2 mil and all that market cap, like under 5 mil minimum, right? Or maximum. Like, you should not really go above that, because then the risk increases for you, in my opinion. So stay away from those. Not financial advice, but that's what I do. I'm not going to send something to my community if it's already made its move, right? My community is not going to be your exit liquidity. So just be cautious there. Yeah, that's all I wanted to say really today.
And somebody asked, how can they join Crypto Nerds? Guys, listen, whether it's my community, Lady Traders community, or both communities, they're join a community. You can if you have an army of people that are all looking for something, you're going to find a lot more, right? Picks and shovels, right? If you have an army of people with picks and shovels, you're going to find a lot more gold than if you're doing it by yourself, right? Most people have jobs, they go to school, they have kids, they have hobbies, they're doing different things. And it's difficult to get all of the crypto information that you need to be successful out here. And, we have a free 30 days going right now because the market, is down right now. And I wanted to just offer, show you what we have to offer in our community and the alpha we have. And, I know Lady Trader has a link. She shares it when she wants to with certain people. I know she doesn't give it out freely to everyone just because she doesn't want a bunch of, random scammers in there. But I also wanted to show you one other thing here too. Part of the reason to get into a community is getting access, early access. And one of the things I wanted to show you was this here. Let me see, screen share, entire screen. Let me see if this is going to work. Telegram. Here we go. Let me show you this. So is this up? Yes. Okay. So let me show you this. So, this was something that I was sent to as a KOL. I get sent a bunch of different things, but I was actually able to get my community, any member of the community that wanted to get into the KOL round of this meme coin, they could have. And I don't know if this meme coin is going to go to nothing or if it's going to go to Valhalla, but they've got a really great team behind it. And this says, get ready for the biggest tier 1 project launching on Ethereum this year. Experienced team and advisors, docs, and trusted dev team, large funds and whales already involved. The pre-sale is going to hit different. And it says they have multiple centralized exchanges confirmed in the first week, plus more for 10 million, 25 million, 50 million, and 100 million in milestones. This could be something that can turn into something pretty great. Meme coins are very, very speculative, and we don't know what's going to happen, but I was able to get my community into the KOL round of that, right? A regular person that is not a KOL, right? A KOL is somebody that is constantly, Lady Trader is the queen KOL, right? She's the person that is in crypto, working with projects and doing things every single day to try to better the crypto community. And most people don't have kind of that type of access, right? And I know she turns down a lot of different things, but just getting my community access to that pre-sale before the public pre-sale, they got a better price, they have a better opportunity to make more money. And, just things like that are the reasons why you join a community, to get in, to get alpha, to get opportunity that you can't get yourself. And anyways, Lady Trader, I'll give you the final words and then we'll end today. What do you got?
Yeah, no, I agree with you definitely. Whenever you have a community like, Cryptonaires or Alpha Seedlings, it's just that there are so many people that are there. It's all about basically collaboration, right? That's what we do. Everybody brings in alpha into the community. We discuss opportunities, then we bounce ideas off of one another. You get the support that you're looking for. So it's always great to join those alpha communities. And you basically, not only do you get those kind of opportunities early on, but then of course, there are always ways where you can ask questions, and there are a lot of other people in the community too that are great resources that you can reach out to. Great for networking, and really teamwork makes the dream work in crypto, right? So that's what teamwork is all it's about. I mean, look at our collaboration. We are constantly collaborating between Cryptonaires and Alpha Seedlings, and it's great, right? So that's the kind of collaboration we see even within those groups. So absolutely, please join those communities for this bull run. You get, and even if you don't buy anything, you will have a lot of fun still being a part of those communities. So yeah, absolutely.
And let me tell you, working with you on a daily basis is truly an honor in my life. And I know good people, and you're one of the best in the crypto space, hands down, by far. When it comes to knowledge, when it comes to just passion and heart and caring and knowing what you're talking about and wanting to see things succeed, that there isn't someone better than you. So thank you so much for spending this time with us. It really, means the world to me.
Absolutely. And one thing I will also say, like, look at how Rob is looking at opportunities. Whenever, like, storage chain is one example. Sensei, you got involved in storage chain months ago, like long time ago, right? You're still here supporting it. And that's the kind of communities and KOL communities that you want to be a part of. You don't want to be part of the community where somebody shills a coin, then they move on to their next coin, and then you're left wondering, hey, what happened? Like, you don't have to go back and ask Crypto Sensei, hey, what's happening with storage chain? And then Crypto Sensei is saying, hey, sorry, we moved on from it. It was last year's. It's something like even this month when there was, or last month when there were issues, everybody showed up, everybody tried to help, right? Myself, Crypto Sensei. So you want to be part of those communities where the leaders are going to support projects long term. They're not using their communities as exit liquidity. So I have a much respect for you, Rob, for everything that you're doing and for the community and for projects and founders. I mean, you're one of the most genuine people in crypto. So thank you for everything that you do as well. It's always an honor collaborating with you.
The honor is mine, truly. Thank you so much. Let's end there. And guys, thank you so much for watching. We appreciate you. I'll be back on Friday. If Lady Trader wants to come back and join me, she's more than welcome to. I know she's a busy lady, but we'll be back on Friday at the same exact time. I got 2 projects coming in to talk with you. I think that's going to be a really good one, guys. A lot of stuff going on Friday. So if you want the alpha, I'll see you on Friday. Thank you so much for being here. Aloha. Take care.